But welcome from a FTR point of view, welcome from myself, Abelach. And we're in Austria, and with me in the comms box, I've got Razor, Nicholas, who's going to join me, my teammate for Season 4. How's it, Nicholas?
Good evening, Abilach. Hope you're doing well.
Always good when my camera is on a Red Bull. Always good. Alright, so let's not be biased. Let's get on with it. Alrighty, so yeah, welcome to the first round of Season 4. So there will be 9 races. We will have a summer break. And then we'll head off to the 9 last races, finishing probably the first or second week in December. But for now, we're focused on Austria this evening for Division 2. Premier Division is tomorrow night, also in Austria. And the home of the Red Bull, which is very exciting. Live draw was done for the tracks by Nicholas here next to me. So thanks to him for that. You can catch the video on YouTube if you want to go see what Nicholas looks like, the handsome young man. And yeah, so we've got 15 drivers, 2 drivers basically not available this evening, but we'll do with 15. So we're not going to lose anyone, Razor, in this session. It's going to be, yeah, just to put a lap up and get through.
Yeah, so I don't think, probably most of the guys are just going to put up a lap time, like you say. It's not necessary to actually just try and push your car and spin out or bin it. But yeah, I think from quality 2 and up, we're going to see some pretty good times.
Yeah, great stuff. So if you have a look at the name list on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see that there's a couple of new people around. If you did watch us in Season 3 and Season 2, Tunable F1 72, a very fast driver. He's joined us. He is in the Ferrari. He's teaming up with Gia Berta, who's moved to Division 2 from the Premier Division. So 2 teammates there in the Ferrari. You'll also see DNE Nico. He's all the way from Australia. So good evening, mate. If you are watching Razor, that's one thing that we must do. Just maybe get us the link up in the YouTube on Discord, so that the guys can go in there. But yeah, Nico all the way from Australia. We've got Storm Willis, which is the brother of Josh Willis, a Premier Division driver. He is in the Alpine. We've got Chaplin ZA, he's in the McLaren. We've got Salzmeister, he's in the Alpine. Oh, big moment there by Ron. Luckily kept the car together. Did he? Yes, he did. It was a good catch there by Ron. We've also got Nike 01, which is our first demo driver. So very excited, and we're gonna jump on board with her during the session. And a big warm welcome to you, Nike, and also big congratulations for the big news, getting engaged recently. From all of us at FTR, a big congratulations from our side. First thumbs up on the board. I don't think anyone is looking to sandbag at the moment. Nick Ishan on a 1038. That looks very competitive. 1041 by Arnu. Nico goes on a 1044. Saki 105s. Esotronic 106. Carl's 106. Nike 110, but she'll get there. Which is first lap out. Here, Bertha 115. Ron 119. Soulsmeister in the Alpine. He's just coming out of the pits now. And Shakes, yeah, Shakes in AlphaTauri. He is sped up with Brad, a very good team in the AlphaTauri for Division 2.
Alrighty.
Let's see. So a great team there by Shakes and Brad. That's for the AlphaTauri. This season, Constructors winners will be based on a combination of Tier 1 or Premier Division and Division 2 points. So each team has got a team principal, basically, which we will take you later through. But yeah, Shake's not holding back at all in the AlphaTauri. Man, it's a good-looking car. 103.737, he puts it up on a provisional pole. Soulsmaster's on an outlap. Chaplin is still in the pits. Yeah, and let's have a look at, I think it's Ron coming through. Yeah. Ron coming through, so he did a 105.9. So let's see.
I see Shakes put up a 1037.
Yeah, that's very good. That's rapid. That's very good time there. I want to check if Ron is up in sector 2. So Ron did a 105. Sector 2 split should be coming up just after the SS. But just before, yeah, he's about 2 tenths up, so that will take Ron not quite close to Saki yet, but depending on his sector 3 times, it looks very solid from Ron. with 12 minutes left in the drop zone at the moment. We've got Soulsmeister, Brad, Chaplin, Storm Willis. For some other weird reason, Warlock and Tunable, I'm not sure what happened there, Razor. Yeah, I see both of them is grayed out of my screen, so I'm not sure if
I see, yep, same on my side.
Yep, so not sure if they had an incident. We'll check that out.
Yep, we'll check it out quickly.
Alright, so I can see there's a yellow flag, but that's just an Alpine going slow. Chaplin out on track in the McLaren, so let's have a look at him. He's on an out lap at the moment, so we'll catch him on his hot lap. Brad is in sector 2. So let's get on board with the Alpha Tauri driver. This is his teammate currently on provisional pole with a 1037. And it's going to be interesting to see what Brad does. This track is, we expect the guys to be very close. It's almost like Mexico, not a long track. We expect everyone to be more or less within a second of each other. Pole, I think, will literally be determined by maybe a couple of hundredths or maybe even a thousandth of a second. That's the nature of this track. You don't expect anyone to be a second faster than anyone else around. A lot of people say it's a very easy track, a very simple track, but I tell you what, if you get it wrong, it can be very harsh on penalties. So Theo he's retired from the session, so he's happy with his time. Brad goes 9th on a 105.2. I want to jump back on with Chaplin.
Yeah, so I just had a look now. So Warlock seemed to have lost the car, and it looked like he maybe made some contact with Tunable.
Alright, so it's going to be a busy evening for the stewards. First race out, we've had a very long break, so I think the stewards are all rested up. So it's good. Just want to see. Yeah, there we go. So Chaplin. Alright, so Storm Willis, he's on an out lap as well. So if you can maybe have a look at Storm for us,
yes.
Nicholas. First time out for Storm with us. It's such a beautiful car that is in the Alpine. So let's see what Storm, brother of Josh, Premier Division driver, like I said earlier. So let's see if Storm can do the Marquez thing, like the Marquez brothers.
Okay, what a great first corner by him.
Right, I'm going to follow the McLaren. I'm going to get on board with the McLaren driver for a lap around Austria. So here we go, over the start-finish line. DRS wide open. Into turn 1, run a little bit wide. You want to get on the brake. Ooh. Lost it slightly then, no confidence into turn 1. But another DRS zone here, so slightly missed it there. He could have probably get on the throttle a little bit earlier. Hard braking zone into turn 3, I think, yeah. So there we go, third gear, turn 3, minimize wheel spin, DRS wide open again. And downhill braking zone, very difficult. You can lock up if your ABS is switched off. And you really want to hug the inside of this curve. You can actually ride that curve, the car will not throw you out, which is quite weird in this game, because corners or rumble strips seem to not work with F1 2021. But it looks so far like a, not a confidence lap, runs a little bit wide through the S's. He's going to try to correct that now. Looks like he's got plenty of understeer. And maybe not the confidence that he was looking for. So let's see, is he going to have another go?
Did I see some raindrops?
I am on board. I haven't seen anything. Yeah, there is in the pit lane. Yeah, there's rain in the pit lane. So rain is coming. So Storm, not sure where he's on track. He's in sector 2, I think.
Yes, he is.
Right,
yeah, he just started sector 2.
Alright, so no purple sectors from what I can see from him, but we'll monitor his sector 2 times. But this is probably the time, so Chaplin needs to get out for another lap. Nike, Isatronic, they also need to get out now, because if rain comes, I tell you what, that's a purple sector, the game tells me, but we know not to trust anything really. So let's just see how that goes. But it looks so far very good. So as you see the guys retiring, that's not because they actually retired from track. That's going to be invalidated. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's the damage that this track can do to you, Nicholas. If you invalidate there, it means the next lap's also invalidated. So that's very cruel. This is the lap actually that he didn't want to be on track, and he's going to have another lap with slippery conditions. So it's going to be interesting to see how Storm handles that. Nike in the pits, she's done a 1:06.4. I tell you what, that's a very, very good time. I think she can be very happy with that. She's not going to make it through to Q. Although, we've lost 2 drivers, Warlock and Tunable. If someone else makes another big mistake, she might just find herself into Q2. But a 1:06.4, that's a very respectable time for a first league race. Well done.
Yeah, no, definitely agree.
Yeah, so I think Ron might not be, although Isitronic is not going out, I don't think. Well, there we go. Ron gets pushed out by Chaplin. So Chaplin pops up in 10th. Ron kicked out of Q1. Ron is on track, but he's invalidated. But I'm really interested to see what Storm can do if he can get himself on his first league race here with us. If he can get himself. No, he's going back into the pits. I think that's it, Nicholas. I don't think, even if they do go out in Inters, they're not going to get anywhere close to these times.
No, I doubt they'll get close to those times.
Yeah, so from the way it looks at the moment, we will be losing the two Mercedes. Wow, upset there. Losing Ron and Isitronic ZA. Wow. Nike, we sort of like expected that from her, being a first league race and first time in F1. But I tell you what, a good performance. You can take a lot of courage from that. Storm Willis, I think he got caught out with that invalidated lap. So I doubt if we're going to see him. And like Razor said earlier, we lost Warlock and Chinable with an incident in quali. But at the moment, Razor, Nicholas, it looks good for the AlphaTauri first. And we wanted to make the season all about teams, not really about drivers. Yes, driver world champion is very important.
Yeah.
But we focus more on season 4 on really on the constructors, and good for the AlphaTauris. So both AlphaTauris through, both Red Bulls through, both Alpines. Only one Ferrari with that incident with Tunable and Warlock, so not good for the Ferrari team.
Yeah, and then one Aston Martin.
And then one Aston Martin, yeah, and then one McLaren, obviously, but no Mercedes. Yeah. I think that's the biggest upset for us at the moment, is having no Mercedes in there.
Sorry, I'm just thinking now that all 15 drivers are going through, eh?
Unless you actually lost a car, which I think Warlock and Chinable will not go
through. Yes, yeah.
So yeah, you're actually 100% right. I was under the impression in Q2. So we will see everyone back in Q2. Except for Warlock and Chinable. I don't think we will see them in Q2 because of the DNFs that they had. So that's going to be
I think this track is going to get really, really slippery now.
Right, so if you can maybe just check with us, Nicholas, just maybe with the Red Bull team, what is the weather like for the race? If they can just maybe give us a shout from their side and tell us what's going on. We are with Chaplin at the moment. I don't think he's going to improve whatsoever. Track is, you can already see puddles of water forming. And I tell you what, a new game, new everything, new mechanics, new cars, new feeling, new assist this season for season 4. And all of a sudden you get rain in your first race. That's monster. The monster that you don't really want. Right, just over 3 minutes left in Quali 1. There was numerous issues around the game in terms of qualifying, with numerous other leagues actually postponing their races by a week or 2, hoping for a patch to come out to sort out the qualifying issues. So hopefully tonight we will be good. Hopefully we don't have to restart the lobby. If we do, we apologize for that. And if it keeps on persisting being a problem, then we'll obviously just move the race to a later date until we get a bug fix from Codemasters or EA. But at the moment it all looks good. Everyone could take access of their cars, so it all looks good. The only thing that worries me is I just want to see Chaplin is using DRS, so he is in control of his car. It's not the AI doing that for him.
So, after chatting to the Red Bull guys, it seems like the race is going to be dry.
Alright, well, that's at least one good thing. I'd rather have a wet quali in a dry race than a dry quali in a wet race.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think nervous times for everyone, especially around the Premier Division as well. A lot of new drivers in the Premier Division, a lot of guys who've been promoted from Division 2 to the Premier Division. So I think all around in between the two divisions, a lot of unknowns, a lot of nerves around the drivers around you. We're not sure what to expect from anyone in terms of pace. We've learned after spending so much time in all the other games that time trial times really means actually nothing in this game. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow night for the Premier Division. Hopefully we will have no issues in the lobby there as well. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I tell you what, Chapman is doing a really good job here because I don't think this is. Oh, there we go. DRS is disabled, so that's into time for him now. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see him back into the pits. Are we? Oh, he's staying out another lap. Okay. Well, I'm not sure if this is a glitch from my side, Nicholas, but it keeps on telling me he's on an out lap.
Yeah, it was showing me as well. He's on an out lap.
Okay, so let's just see if he's actually still racing or not, or else he needs to retire from the session.
Righty. Oh, so Naiku says it's his AI that's busy driving. Yeah, it's his outlap again.
Okay, so we're going to unfortunately have to wait for the timer to click down. There we go, he's back in the car, seems to be. Just why would the AI
Yeah, it shows he's in the pits.
Oh my word. Welcome to Alright, so let's see, he's actually going to jump into the pits now. I think he's taking control back of his car. I really don't think it was a glitch. I think he might just have ran off to the loo or something. And we're in AI, and obviously we don't encourage that at all. So we'll just have a chat about that a little bit later. But there we go. He's back into the garage. Hopefully he will retire now. And then we can get on with things.
Okay, there we go.
Well, there we go. So right up. So yeah, Shake's sitting. Not sure what kind of pose is that, but that's quite interesting. But Shake's taking the honor so far in Q1, followed by Nick, DNA, Nico, Anu, Brad, Saki, Theoberta. So we have lost, and I think I was correct that we have lost. And I can't do anything on my screen. My word.
So we lost Tunable and Warlock.
Right, so Tunable and Warlock we lost. Spike and Light there for us, Razor that Storm Willis did not set the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right. Right, so yeah, so, but it looks like on my screen that we've only lost Tunable. So Warlock is still part of the session, from what I can see. But as we go into the next session, we'll have a look.
Okay, I'm still stuck on.
Yeah, same here. Right, let's just give it some time and see if this corrects himself. Alright, so we're not getting anything here. Not sure.
Right.
So there we go. So it basically resets himself. It sends it ends in 24 seconds. So let's give it the time. Let's see what happens after that.
Alrighty, so the driver's saying we were waiting for Tunable, that's why.
Alrighty. Okay. Well, good stuff.
There we go.
At least we're back in now. Killer Bean is saying it gives us enough time to check all the times. Yeah, if you are a team principal, you obviously probably have your notebook there with you. But very weird the fact that we saw that Warlock did retire from Q1, but he's still part of Q2, so that's definitely something that doesn't look right to me. But anyway, it is what it is. We are 15 drivers, only lost one, which was Tunable, the Ferrari driver. So 15 drivers left. So we're going to lose 5 drivers in a session. Who do you think is in trouble here? Obviously, rain now. It's not a dry track, and I bet you no one's got a wet setup at all.
Well, talking about that, I don't even have
yeah, no, same with me. So if it does rain, I tell you what, I'll rely. I don't know. It's just going to be fun. I'll go back to the remote. But who do you think might be in trouble this session? Because now, the weather's changed, and I don't think we're going to have anyone coming out, Razor. I don't think up until about 8 or 7 minutes, we're not going to see anyone out, which is going to be absolutely chaos because this track is one of the shortest. It's actually the shortest track on the calendar, if I'm not mistaken, in terms of miles. And if you have such a short track with 50 drivers trying to go out all at the same time and find space, my word. But both Red Bulls are out. They are on the Inters. Let's just see if I am right. Yeah, everyone's on Inters.
Yes. Righty, so look, I think personally, Storm Willis might be a bit in trouble, as well as the Mercedes.
Although Ron is sort of like sometimes just get these really good rain conditions under control in his car, and it's almost like he...
Both Red Bulls losing it.
Ooh. Yeah, and I'm not sure if they're doing a double park or if they just want to show off to the crowd, but both of them off track. And yeah, so this is really all going to be about setting a lap, not necessarily how fast you can go. Because if you lose it here and if you're into the barriers, it's basically game over. So I really think Ron's got a good feeling for conditions like this. So I rate Ron to go through. I think he'll hopefully he'll have a good session. I think someone that might be battling will be Nike. I think she might be a little bit in trouble. Or maybe she did a bit of wet practice on her own.
Yeah.
And someone, like I agree with you, someone who didn't really look good in Q1, Storm Willis, Esotronic. Warlock didn't manage to put a lap up, so it's gonna be tight for them.
Yeah, no, definitely. I am now on with Shakes. It seems like he's going to be the first one to start his lap.
Right, so let's get on board with Shakes and compare dry to the wet. So, normally we'll break just after the 100 meter forward into 4th, 5th gear. You can see already it's very tricky. 3rd, 4th. He's not going to have DRS assistance now because of the conditions. Only one engine mode available in F1 2021, unlike F1 2020 where you've got the extra engine mode. It gets nicely through turn 3, good rotation, nice go on the power, didn't lose the back end. Yes, if you see that, you must also remember that medium traction control is available for the drivers, so is low brake assist. So that might help them out of the corners. But so far looking good for Shakes, Nicholas.
Yeah, I'm also on Brad. He's doing quite good. That's looking good. Let's see if he tucks it in on the last corner. Oh, nearly going a bit wide there, but keeping it in. Let's see what he does. He puts up a 113.2.
Alright, so that's the first one. So I'm currently on board with Shakes here. Let's see what Shakes done. Yeah, and there we go, Warlock the 111.
Nice.
So times will start tumbling as they start clearing some of this water. Let's see what this is going to put Shakes. Yeah, a 112. So good by him. Arnu goes third with a 112.3. Just want to see, Ron is currently in sector 3. So let's see what Ron can do from here. It's going to come across the line. It's probably going to be a 113.5. Yeah, well played. I tell you what, that was a really good lap. A good lap there by Saki, getting in at a 113.0. And the times are starting to fly. Yeah, Nike is doing a really good job. Yeah, she's in sector 1 at the moment. Carl found some lawn. And there's a tyre line. So I'm not sure. I think it's Buerta. He lost his tyre. I just saw an intermediate tyre on the floor.
Yeah, that is Gerard.
I'm not sure where he lost it. And I can also see that Carl Helsinger, there is no nose on that Aston Martin. So that's a big repair job for him. So I'm not sure where Buerta lost it. Unfortunately,
I see Brad. Oh, he didn't finish the lap already.
Yeah, so we expect Carl to come back into the pits. He's not in mess of that. Salzmeister still in the pits. Chaplin is out at the moment. So is Nick. Storm is in the pits. Esotronic. Sean, Esotronic, Zero. He's currently out on track. Let's see. He's in sector 3. This is probably going to be a 1. Oh, my word. And he almost stopped it there. That would be a 1:15.5. So, hey, not a bad lap there by Sean. I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for that moment, it could have been a 1:14 low.
I'm just on board with Nick quickly.
Yeah, I'm also jumping to him. He's currently in sector 2 on the Inters. So let's see how the Red Bull driver goes on with this first race of this season. No number 1 or number 2 drivers. I don't think, well, from our side as a team principal, there's no team orders as yet. It's all about just scoring valuable points in every race. And damage limitations when it is one of those evenings. So hopefully, with Arno being in 4th, and I think pretty comfortable. I don't think Arno needs to go out again. Nick, I think that time is good enough to take him through. We'll see what Nick can get up to.
See how he takes the last corner.
Right, let's yeah, very tipsy toes, but that's good. You don't want to invalidate. There we go.
Flat. Put him in second.
Brilliant lap there by the Red Bull driver. So, yeah, good stuff.
Brad nearly hits the wall.
Oh, there we go. The AlphaTauri. There is no damage, so he's all good. The tyre of Gea Buerta is still lying in the middle of the road. My word. I wish the marshals would pick that up. But there is an intermediate tyre stuck in sector 1. I wonder if you can drive over it. It would be fun. But Carl back into the pits. He's putting on a pair of softs, so I think he's just going to wait time. So this is going to be interesting, Nicholas, because I tell you what, with a couple of 7 minutes left, everyone's going to pit now, put on softs. The last one out is probably going to be the best track conditions. So Saltmeister is still in the pits. Storm not wasting a pair of Inters. Warlock is retired. Is that?
He lost it.
I want to see if I can find him quickly on track.
He lost it in the beginning of sector 3.
I see there's the car standing. So, yeah, so he's going to be out. So with 2 drivers being lost so far, that means we will lose another 3 drivers in Q2. But Storm and Salzmeister, yeah, they're sitting just nicely in the pits. I think they're just waiting for the right time to come out. Nicholas, if you just want to take over, I just want to grab a cup of coffee quickly and I'll be back now.
Yeah, definitely. Alrighty, so I'm staying with Chaplin, yeah. Looks like he's doing quite a good lap. So he's going to go into sector 3 at the moment. So let's see what he does. Second last corner is a very, very tricky corner. Because if you touch the curb, chances of losing it is quite high. Goes into the last corner. Tucks it in neatly. Let's see what he does. 121. That puts him in 11th. We still have Carl, Salzmaster and Storms Willis. Oh, they're actually on the track at the moment. So let's stick with Kyle as he starts his lap on the softs. Track looks a little bit wet. So we'll have to see how these guys stick on it. Going into the third corner, this is a very tricky corner as you have to brake uphill. Tucks it in neatly. As you can see, he nearly loses the back there, but he keeps it well in place. There we go. Storm moves over. Thanks for doing that. Such great sportsmanship when you do that. Tucking it really close on the inside of the corner. They're keeping it well. Just don't want to go too far over. Beautiful. See if he gets a purple sector 2. No, he doesn't. Oh, nearly losing it there. This is going to put him first. There we go. Carl with a 107 flat puts him in first. See all the drivers starting to put up some dry tires now. So let's stick with Storm. He's going next on a lap. Here we go. Let's see how he takes the first corner. This is a very, very good tricky corner. Keeps it nice right on that edge there. Opens DRS. Going into the third corner. Let's see how he breaks it. You just want to break just past the 100-meter board. Tuck it in on the inside there. Beautiful. Great cornering there by him. Opens DRS. Keeps it nice and tight. There we go. Beautiful. Early on that field. Beautiful. And keep it as close as on the inside as possible, which he does. There we go. Don't want to go over too much on the curb there, as you might lose it. As he exits section 2, going into sector 3. Looking good here by him. Oh, just going, nearly invalidated, but keeps it in. Great lap by him. Oh, and he goes pole, 106.9. Great lap there by him. Alrighty, let's see who's next. Next Kishan is on mediums. Yes, he's going to start his lap. Let's see. Tucks it in on the last corner. Opens DRS. Let's see how he takes that first corner. Oh, Soulsmaster with a 105.5 puts him in pole position. Great lap there by him.
I have to go get my glasses to see better. Alright then. So,
oh, good. So I see the Alpines, 1 and 2.
Well, yeah, I must take the glasses off because this is not going to work for me then. If I see Alpines up front. But this is still early days. And just to remember for anyone that's watching is, whatever tyre you put the fastest lap on, that is the tyre that you'll start the race on with. So I think the guys on the softs, they might go for soft hards or a 2-stopper. The guys on the mediums might go 1-stopper. At the moment, Nick Gishan on a 112, so that's definitely not fast enough to get him through. The same with Shakes. I think they might be in trouble. I don't know, have we lost him in the session?
Yes, we have.
Alright, so that's a spin out for Arnu, so he's not going to make it through to Q3. Warlock will also not make it through because it seems like he also lost it.
Oh, what a lap from Nick on mediums.
Yeah, 104.8, that's very good. So the time differential between the two tires is around about half a second. So still a bit off the pace. You would expect the guys to maybe get into the 104 flats, maybe even, Nicholas. But yeah, Jack's still maybe drying out, maybe not up to temperature yet. We know the mediums is not that great with cold temperatures. Chaplin is still out on inters, so he's obviously not in control of his car again. My word, but he's not ghosting, so I'm not sure what's going on. Nike, she is on a set of brand new softs. She's on an out lap, so we're going to have a look at her. At the moment, it is guys starting on the softs will be Ron, Salzmeister, Storm Willis, Esitronic. And the rest still need to set up some times as my... Hey, dogs, give each other a loan. There we go, good boy. So yeah, I'm gonna just stick around with Nike for the moment and see how she does. I actually want to have a look at that helmet and see if there's any pink in there. I'm not stereotyping here, but I know my daughters love pink, and it's actually just nice and grey. Come on, Nike, get us some nice helmet design there, man. I bet you a lot of drivers might just ask you for, if you do a pretty good job, to design some helmets for them. So she's currently in 14. She just started a hot lap. I am going to get on board with her. Nicely 2 turn 3, third, fourth. Don't want to lose the car now. DRS wide open. Let's follow her around in this hard braking zone downhill. So let's see where she can slot this. Nice rotation. Yeah, there we go. First gear, second gear.
Great cornering.
Yeah, that was very good rotation from the Alfa Romeo. Ron goes fastest with a 104.6. Hello there.
Wow.
And the times will start tumbling now very quickly. You need to be on track now. If you're not, it's too late. So it's going to be too late for Chaplin. He's not going to make it through. Saki is not going to be able to make it through as well because he's on an out lap, the game says to me, which means he's not going to be able to start a hot lap. So I'm not sure if you just want to check with Saki where he's on track. So let's see where this is going to put Nike. This might be a 105.
Oh, puts in 6.
Yeah, there we go. So Sean in 7th, Shakes in 8th, but so will Shakes' lap still count? Does he? Yeah, he does. So Nico goes fastest on a 103.8. So there we go. That's the lap times that we were looking for on the. Well, that's actually very quick on a set of mediums. So very impressed with that. I just want to see where Saki is. So Saki is on a lap, so he is a 10th up in the Williams. So let's see if he can get the Williams. Nice corner. So let's see if he can get the Williams up into the top 10 at the moment. Warlock in trouble, Shakes in trouble, Arne losing out. Well, Warlock's out anyway because he lost the car, so we will not see him. But Storm is also in trouble. If Saki can put up a good lap, if Shakes can put up a good lap, that might just mean trouble for a couple of the drivers.
Shakes 1037.
Here we go. Saki is 5.5 seconds up on his time. So he still needs a bit of time, but I'll probably guess he will be. I guess it will probably be a 105 for Saki. Let's see if he can nail that Williams down. Yeah, let's see where it's going to put him. Yeah, a 105 flat. Well played, Saki. I saw that coming. Lap by there by Mario. That pushes now Esotronic out of the drop zone, and he's just completed, so he's not going to improve. Warlock's not going to improve. Chaplin is doing long runs on Inters on a dry track, which is awesome to see. I think that's valuable information for the team. That's going to mean absolutely nothing at the end. So, yeah, it's a competition of deadly squad. So what did you win after that couple of laps on your Inters on dry track? Absolutely nothing. Alright, so we're going to, Raise, if you can get hold of him, maybe and just tell him to retire from the session because we're going to have the same issue again. But yeah, that looks like it. So it will be Shakes that goes through. Nico, Ron Skitter, Nicky Shin, Brad, Carl Helsinger, Saki Biener, Salzmeister, Nike is going through to Q3, and Storm Willis. And we have lost Esotronic, Warlock, Arnuchhuis in the Red Bull, Chaplin, and Buerta in the Ferrari. Alright, so just getting back from the Red Bull drivers here, Arne is saying he didn't actually lose the car, he actually retired from the session, thinking that he was safe. Now, my word.
Wow.
I'm not going to comment on that as a team principal. We will do a Gunther later on. That's fine. Alright, so everyone, let's just see. So we've got 1 second left, so there we go. The lobby says we are done. So let's see.
Now it's stuck on 1 second.
Alright, so let's just see if anyone can I just want to see who's out on track. So Shakes is out on track. Well, it might just be waiting for the guys just to get to a certain stage, but I can see the cars have definitely slowed down. So the game is recognizing that quali is done. I still think Chaplin might be the problem. He hasn't received the checkered flag yet. So definitely issues from him. So yeah, he needs to retire or exit the game and come back.
Yeah, let's just sorting that out quickly.
Alright, thanks Nicholas. Alright, so Razor, if you could just maybe check who is Chaplin's team principal,
Yep.
and just get hold of him. I'm pretty sure I can't do anything from my side on the screen as yet.
Alrighty.
Right, it looks like we're going to go into hopefully the end screen now. There we go. Happy days. So yeah, so we lost a couple of drivers. So only 9 drivers will feature in the next round. So it will be Shakes. So we will have 2 AlphaTauris and Shakes and Brad. So good showing by the AlphaTauri. We will have 2 Williams and Saki and Nico. So well, good lap there by Saki being at the end. Pardon me. We'll have 1 Alpine. Storm Willis not going through, unfortunately. So Alpine Soulsmeister, he will go through. We will have 1 Mercedes in Ron, and I thought Ron might have a good session here. And then 1 Red Bull as well. So that's good for the guys. So starting tires, everyone will start on mediums except for Soulsmeister, Nike, and Ron Skitter. So that's the only people who will start then on the soft compound tires. They're probably going to have to do a 2-stop from there.
Yeah, I mean, the safety car can also play a big role in this race.
It always does. And I'm always on the back end of that. I never can get the safety car ticket. I just not. Completely not.
Alrighty. And can you believe that Nike is in Quali 3?
I tell you what,
How awesome is that?
yeah, that is just ridiculously brilliant. The night that we actually get here into the comms box because of a podium, I'm definitely having alcohol with that. I am. That's just going to be, yeah. So that's going to be interesting. What we're going to try to do in future is just maybe get a cam shot up of the commentators. Something I'm working on. But yeah, let's have a look. Q3, 11 minutes to go. Yeah, guys to look out for the session. It showed some really good paces. Definitely Brad and Shakes, Nick Gishan, and also Nico, DNE Nico. Or Nico, he had a really good quality 2. His time on the mediums were exceptional, which tells me that he can probably do a 103.3, 103.2 in quali on the softs, which is rapid, Nicholas. That is seriously good. I expect more or less 103 flats, 102s tomorrow night in Premier Division. I definitely think someone will break the 102 mark tomorrow night, which is around this track very fast. Right, so we're gonna jump to Carl. So he had a bit of a difficult session in Q2. Lost the car, had a nose gone, and then managed to get back to the pits and wait for the weather to dry up. But he is, so we're going to follow the Aston Martin driver around. So he is the only Aston Martin in the top 10 at the moment, although there's only 9 drivers because of retirements. Beautiful looking car, this Aston Martin. So we'll see how Carl gets on with this. So he's on an out lap. The only people still in the pits is Saki. He's playing the waiting game. Nick's also out on track. So yeah, so I'm going to jump with Kyle to see how his lap goes. Nicholas, you can maybe you can maybe pop in with Shakes, Brad, and Nick, and check for us who's who in the zoo. Right, Carl starts his flyer into turn 1. Difficult braking zone, especially with the sun in your eyes. DRS wide open. He's got a car in front of him, but I don't think that will hinder him. I don't think it will become a problem. Still a bit far away. Brakes nicely. Nice rotation of the car. This looks very good. Alpine gets nice out of the way of Salzmeister. Nick Gish on a 104 flat. Yeah, we expect the guys to go quicker than that. Razor, we see 103s already in Q2. Oh, runs one right on Carl, but that's not invalidated. So he can still have a knock at this. So as he goes through the S's, 104.5 by Ron puts him up into provisional second. Brad pops in with a 104.4, puts him up into second. Carl's going to probably do invalidate. Oh, that's it. That's it, the Aston Martin. We were on board and said, lost it around the grass corner, and that's some serious damage. Some serious damage to that Aston Martin. My word. So you can go watch that on the replay afterwards, because that was a good on board to have, and unfortunately for Carl, not the best for him, but from a viewer's perspective, that was pretty cool.
Let's have a look at Salzmeister. He put up a 104.8.
Alright, Nico 104 flat, yeah. So let's see. Shakes, he's invalidated. I am going to have a look at DNE Nico here, or Nico. Let's just try to understand from him if it's Nico or Nico. Probably Nico. All the way from Australia. So let's see. It's 3 o'clock in the morning there for him, so he's probably had a couple of espressos. So let's get on board with the Williams driver as he goes to the second last turn. Don't want to invalidate here, get as quick as possible. This is going to be quick. This is going to be quick. There we go. Into the 103s with Nico. Provisional pole with 7 minutes to go. Nike is in the pits. I just want to see Saki.
I'll be on board with Shakes. He's on a lap.
Yeah, I'm also going to jump on board with Shakes with you. And you can take us through his lap maybe, Nicholas.
Going into corner 3, just stuck it in, but too close to the corner there, but that's fine. Going, Nick Gish 103.6, but yeah, going into corner 4, where it's a bit difficult braking downhill, tucks it in on the inside, early on the throttle, which is very, very good. This corner can be tricky, as you don't want to go too close on the inside nor on the outside, because then you will overshoot. Let's see how he keeps it. Yeah, tucks it in nicely, looking good. We'll open DRS. See how he goes. Into the second last corner, keeps it on the inside. Well done. Just riding that on the last corner, that is great. So easy to lose the car there. He put us a 104.1, puts him in third. Let's see if he will go on to the next lap. And it looks like he's taking it again. Opening the DRS there, going into the third corner, so you want to brake just over or past the 100-meter board, as he did there. Tuck it on the inside, beautiful there. Oh, nearly losing the rear there, but keeps it cool. All done. Let's see what he does. That's not a purple sector 1. Goes into sector 2 there, keeps it nice and clean. Early on that throttle. Brakes a bit late there, but tucks it in. Beautiful cornering there. Nearly invalidates it. Oh, purple sector 2. This is looking good. This lap is looking good. Let's see what he does. Yeah, second last corner. Does he shift 2 down? He doesn't. Just 6. Tucks it in quite neatly. Does he cut the last corner? No, he doesn't. Keeps it wide and he invalidates it.
Yeah, that is just
unlucky. That would have been a 103.8.
My word, very good lap time. But Nick Gishan in the meantime did go fastest with a 103.6. So 3/10 up from DNE Nico. Shakes currently in third. Salzmeister's in the pits. Brad is out on track, so I'm with him. He's sector 2. He is 500 down on his time. So with Carl retiring, Nike still needs to put up a lap. I'm just waiting for Saki also to come out. Running a bit wide into that downhill turn. Let's see, he's going to back out of it. I think he knows he missed the opportunity there. Try to build up some ERS again. 62% ERS in the bottom left hand side of your screen. So if you are watching the stream and you're not sure with all the new graphics on the new game, on the left-hand bottom side, you'll see the ERS, a small little yellow battery that will tell you how much ERS he has. There's 2 bars. It looks like charger bars or battery charging bars. The one is his overtake, the one is the amount of ERS he's got left for hot lap. You see the overtake is basically reset, or the hot lap is reset. And then the bottom bar is really in terms of showing you how much he is recovering from braking and being off throttle. Yeah, and everything else stays the same. Braking, you'll see on the right hand side bottom, acceleration just above that on the green. DRS coming into play now. Just want to see what else is on track. Ron is starting a hot lap now. So let's see with Ron if he can improve. Ron currently on a 104.5. So Ron needs about 2 tenths to get him onto the second row of the grid, currently on the third row of the grid next to Brad. But you expect the lap times to become faster and faster. So let's see if Ron can get very close to the 104 flat mark. Sector 2 split coming up, so downhill braking. Probably the easiest braking zone on this track if you ask me. So let's see, runs nice and wide, get on the curb. Yep, you want to maximize the entry into that corner. Don't invalidate. Keeps it nice and clean. Yeah, he's 10th up in sector 2. So this will get him into 5th position. Maybe another half a tenth will get him back into 4th. But Saki still needs to set a lap time. So let's see where this puts Ron. 103, 104. There we go. Good lap by Ron. So 105. I tell you what, 0.02 of a second between him and literally the second row of the grid. So good lap there by Ron. Saki, still waiting for him to go out. I really want to see when he goes out. Nike still in the pits with a 106.6. Her first appearance in
Q3. Starting a lap.
Right, so let's go to the Alpine driver. Love this car. Love this car. Such a beautiful car. So let's see if he can get up from his times. So Solsmeister, he needs about 2.5 tenths to get him in front of Shakes. So his first appearance with us in FTR. So really great to have Solsmeister here with us. I did not look at the sector 1 times, but it's not lit up green for me, so it tells me it's not a personal best by him. But let's have a look at sector 2. Oh, sector 2 split. Oh, he is 500s up or down on his time, so maybe hoping for a really good sector 3. Let's get on board with him. Goes into 7th. A lot of people double shifting there, goes into 5th, so that looks really good from a last sector point of view. Here we go. Yeah. So not a bad lap by Solsmeister, keeps him in 5th, and Nick goes fast. 103.4. My word.
That's a nice lap.
Yeah, that we are unfortunately not on board with that lap. But there we go. That is your provisional pole with just under a minute left. Nico's on track. I'm going to stick. Whoa, almost just lost the car into sector 1. Got an Alpha Tower in front of him that's going to make space. Is he? Yeah, he does. So let's see. He is 800s up on his time. Nico, that's not going to be enough. He needs about 4 tenths. 5 tenths, actually, to get ahead of Nick.
I see Ron is up in 4th. He did a better time.
Yeah, that's a great time there by Ron. So I'm currently with Saki. Saki hasn't put a time up yet. Probably wants to save some of his tires for the race. Very good there by him. But the pressure lap is coming up here from Mario. So in the other Williams, his teammate currently in 2nd. I tell you what, if Mario can have a good run here and put himself on a 2nd row, it will be a Williams on the 1st row and a Williams on the 2nd row. That will be awesome for the Williams team. Alright, Saki coming to sector 3. Oh, runs wide. That's not what he wanted. Missed the apex there, which is going to cost him plenty of time. Probably 3 tenths of a second that he lost there. 104.5. Good enough for 7th, but yeah, he's that's it. He had only 1 lap in him. Unfortunately, time ran out. Solsmeister, he's not going to improve. He's 5 tenths down in sector 2. Shakes is in sector 2 at the moment.
Yeah, I see Brad went in 4th now.
Right, that puts Ron back onto the 3rd row of the grid with Solsmeister. Tell you what, that was so close to being. That's going to be in about a sure it is.
No, it's not.
My word.
135.
That was track limits out of this world. There was 2 incidents where I actually thought he was over track limits, but not to be. 135 for Shakes, that's good enough for 2nd. And there you have it. First qualifying done for season 4. Well done to everyone. Nick Gisham coming up on top as Shakes. And Nike and Carl obviously back into 8th and 9th. Ron in this group will be the only driver that starts on the soft. Everyone around him will be on the medium. So watch out for Ron in the first couple of laps. Not a big time differential between the tyres, only about half a second, but he might just get a really good pull away from the start. Nicholas, if you just want to take us through the grid for the
definitely.
race.
So we've got Nick, which is pole with a 103.4, Shakes in 2nd, Nico in 3rd, Brad in 4th, Ron Skutter in 5th, great lap from him, Solsmaster in 6th, Stucky Biena in 7th, Nike in 8th, and then Carl Halsinger in 9th with no time.
Alrighty.
So yeah, I must say, very good lap from Ron there. Nike did a good lap there. Unfortunately for Stucky, just went a bit wide on that last corner, like you said, which cost him a few tenths there. And yeah, some decent lap times there from Nick, Shakes, Nico as well.
Yeah, I think all in essence, I mean, we did lose a couple of drivers in Q1 and Q2 because of the rain in Q2. But in essence, a very good showing by everyone. It is cloudy and overcast, but the news from the teams is that we will definitely have a dry session. So, like I said earlier, the only one in the top 10 starting on a different compound tyre will be Ron. He will be starting on the softs. So watch out for him at the start. This will be 36 laps, Nicholas, if I'm not mistaken. 36 laps?
36 or 37, I think.
Let me just have a look at my notes here. 36, yeah. So you expect the guys to do maybe a one-stopper, medium to hards, if you do fancy the hards. If the white stripe tyre doesn't suit you that much, expect a two-stop. Not much time differential between the two. Expect the guys to come out for medium, soft, or a medium, soft. And this is going to be interesting because there's literally 3 tyre strategies that you can run here this evening. And it's going to be interesting to see what everyone picks. Safety car will play a role, like Nicholas said earlier. As the clock counts us down, everyone just getting their setups ready, making sure their fuel loads are set and the tyre strategies. And there we go. So the game tells us you can do a medium, soft, a hard medium. I'm not sure why they would do that, because I still can think you can get through with a medium hard. But the drivers are off on the grid. It is, it's going to be 36 laps. There we go, 36 laps of waiting for us. Expect the guys on the mediums to be coming in round about lap 12. Expect the guys on the softs maybe around about lap 8. Yeah, thereabouts. Turn 1. Hopefully that will be nice and clean. Just going through the list here, I can see everyone is heating up their tyres. So just looking at, sorry Nicholas, just looking at the teams quickly. You've got a Red Bull in first and a Red Bull in 13. So not ideal for Team Red Bull, but looking forward to Arne coming through the field. You've got brilliant for the 2 Alpha Tauris, 2nd and 4th. You've got the 2 Alpines, which is 3rd and 7th, which is great for Saki as a team principal. You've got 1 Mercedes in 5th, the other one in 11th, which is not bad. The Ferrari, 2 Ferraris, that is maybe worrying times there for Fierberto, who's the team principal for Team Ferrari. All the way down to 15th and 16th. It's going to be interesting to see them come through, Nicholas, especially Gerard and Tunable. We know Tunable's got pace. We know Gerard has got really good racecraft. It's going to be interesting to watch the 2 Ferrari drivers.
Yeah, look, Kara does have, he's very consistent. And yeah, I think if he just focuses on his race and just does what he needs to do, I think he will at least be in the top 10. But yeah, as I wanted to say, I see that he was disqualified. I don't know, just with the outlap, I
Yeah,
don't know what
probably
happened
just on the
there.
outlap, just probably knocked someone. He's probably just stuck on the grid for now. Interesting, there is plenty of overtaking opportunities this year, plenty of DRS zones, plenty of short straights. It's a very fast track. Probably 70% of the time you're on the throttle, less of the time you're off throttle. We are going to focus, I just want to get a good camera shot here for us. We're going to maybe have a look at DNE and Nico, a focus on him as the drivers line up on the grid. Nicholas, maybe you can take this away for us. Get us the first race of the season on the way, mate.
Yeah, sure. We're just waiting. There we go, waiting for the lights. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. Let's wait.
Let's hope we get away.
And
Not. And yes.
there we go. There we go. Great start there from Nick.
Big contact at the back there. I want to go all the way back. I can see there was big contact.
Oh, Nick going a bit wide there, but that's fine. The front of the pack looking really, really great, giving each other some space.
Yeah, Acetronic losing the car and then going into the back of someone. So he's retired from the race start. So not sure what's going on here. Not going on here.
Yeah, here, Buerta's disqualified. Wow. Okay. Don't know what's happening here. Alrighty. Yeah, let's look where there's some nice action here between Nico and Shakes. The Alpine and the Alpha.
Look, let's just have a look at the group here. Just make sure everything was fine from the race start. We do have the driver grid if we need to set up another lobby if it was a Codemasters issue. Alright, so Acetronic out here, Buerta seems to be out as well. Nicholas, if you can maybe just ask both of them, just maybe on a private message, just what happened to them so we can share it with the viewers. So the safety car is out too early to pit. No one's going to jump into the pits, I would think. Let's just get some telemetry up here for everyone. Alright, so yeah, so Salzmeister on the softs, Ron Skitter on the softs, Storm Willers, softs, Nike. It's probably the best time now for Nike and for Ron to get off those softs if they do want to. I don't expect them to come into the pits. But it is a Red Bull leading Shakes. Nothing has changed there. Nico in third, Salzmeister in fourth. The other Red Bull, Arno, came all the way up into 8th, so a good start from him. Nike losing a bit of ground there on the start, all the way from 9th to 12th. Sakibena also losing big time out. I just want to see if anyone is jumping into the pits, but it doesn't look like anyone is going into the pits. Right, while we're on the safety car conditions, Nicholas is just going to get some information for us. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee, and we'll be back with you just now.
Alrighty, just waiting to hear back from the drivers. Oh wow. Okay, I see Warlock is out, Ron is out. Okay, I don't know what happened.
Alright, so I'm back, Nicholas. Any news from the two drivers?
I did ask them, just waiting for a response, but I see Warlock is out in the meantime and Ron.
Okay, I can't see anything. There is no issues on the group at the moment in terms of lobby issues from what I can see, so it definitely looks like driver errors.
Right, the chaplain with a 5-second penalty. Correction with Ron.
Am I still right in saying that the safety car is in?
It's out.
Oh, safety car still out. Okay, so everyone was just catching up with the safety car. So hopefully we will not have any issues behind the safety car.
I see Arno's now in 6th position.
Yeah, he made some places up, so it is Nick and Nico up in 2nd, Brad 3rd, Salzmeister. So we've lost Warlock. Not sure what happened there. We've lost Ron. We've lost Sean. We saw that in the start of the race. Sean and Gerard Witt, I think they collided with each other. Sean Isotronic Zero definitely went into the back of someone, so not sure what happened there. But yeah, one Ferrari out and both Mercedes out. So I'm just going to get hold of the Mercedes cars and just see what went wrong there.
Alright, I did ask Ron.
Yeah, so it looks like a tough one there for Warlock, but yeah, ghosting will be off. That's just the way going forward. So unfortunately for him there, but yeah, if there is footage, we will announce the stewards after the race, and you can send it through to the stewards. Warlock, if you're listening. So yeah, so we've got 12 drivers left, 4 retirements. We did expect retirements, Nicholas, not being funny or anything. The new game, the new damage simulations of the cars, we did expect retirements, maybe not that early. But yeah, it is going to be something to get used to. And this is only race 1, so expect the guys to improve as we go along with the season.
Yeah, this damage in 2021 is much worse than 2020, so I mean, it is the first race. People need to get used to the damage. But
yeah, it's just we encourage clean driving, we encourage close racing, but we do not encourage bumper cars. We encourage awareness on track, ghosting off. Yeah, that's just not something that we're going to look at, or yeah, it is just what it is, or ghosting on apparently. Right, safety car should be in this lap, it seems, as we got confirmation from race control there. We are on lap 6 of 36, so expect the guys to go longer in these stints, being 3 laps behind the safety car, because they did save a bit of their tyres, so their tyre wear should be less than normal. Nike is in 10th position, so points, everyone at the moment will score points. The new point system rewards drivers up until 12th. So 12th position will still get 1 World Championship point. So Tunable up into 12th. We're looking forward to see him come through the field. Also Saki. Storm having a good one. He's currently in 8th. I don't know, making up spaces. Yeah, and it looks like we're racing. There we go. So we're back to full racing again. Let's get to the front.
There we go.
So,
I see Nick had a fantastic start though.
Yeah, absolutely. He just nailed it. So Brad getting very close to Nico. He's half a tenth behind him. But a great start there for Nick. And further down the field, I just want to go further down the field and see, keep an eye out here for Tunable. So a bit of oversteer coming out of the corner. He's got Saki in front of him and Nike. So Saki behind Nike. Let's see how Saki handles this. So Nike holding her own here at the moment very nicely. She's currently in 8th position, so good points for her. Tunable losing a bit of ground. Almost outbreaks himself into the S's. Yeah, Nike, Saki goes through on Nike. So Nike just trying to find some rhythm. Obviously don't want to get involved in incidents, so well done to her. She's got Tunable behind her at the moment, but he is almost a second behind. Right, and Salzmeister getting very racy, and just behind him Shake. So Shake's getting very racy here with the Alpine. A 3-battle here for a third, Brad, Salzmeister and Shakes. It's going to be interesting, Nicholas, to see when Shakes do get behind Brad on the same tyres, what will they do?
Sorry, I just had a look at Ron's messages. He did have a slight connection with Arne, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, that pushed him off track and he lost control.
Alright, so then.
Sorry, your question was?
Yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see when Shakes gets behind Brad. If we are going to see some team orders playing here. Shakes getting very close to Salzmeister. Oh, yep. There's going to be contact. There is contact. Yes, there is. Let me just see if there's any damage.
I don't see. Oh, Nelly makes contact again.
Right, so it's all about patience, really, yeah. Right, so no damage between any of them. He's going to go on the inside. Ooh, closes. Ooh. Closes the door. That was a tricky one. Yeah, cars width maybe something to have a look at. But nevertheless, Shake's all the way down into 7th. Now there is no damage to him, so he's all good. So yeah, seems like the damage model is working well so far, Nicholas. That was a minor incident, no big issues there for Shakes. Storm now getting behind Arne now. I'm not sure if Arne's got damage. I'm
trying to look. I think he's got in-play damage.
But Storm is all over the Red Bull. Let's have a look.
Yeah, he's got in-play damage. I think that was when Ron collided with him.
Yeah, so Arne in on lap 10. Yeah, he can get through probably with 2 sets of softs, or he will go for another set of mediums, which he is. So he's going to do a... Yeah, this is definitely a 2-stopper for the Red Bull team, so he's going on mediums. That will be a U6. Looks brand new. So that will be a brand new set of mediums for Arne. And we expect to see him later on maybe putting on the softs, but he's now all the way down into 9th. Shake's also pitting for a new front wing. Carl coming through in 11th. So we've had a couple of retirements. Warlock, Ron, Esotronic and Gees. We lost 4 drivers already. It's like 10 of 36. Your closest battle on track at the moment.
See Nico with a 3-second penalty now.
Yeah, so penalties will play a part here. Chapman also getting a penalty there. Saki is chasing after Storm. So Saki in the Williams, a very good 6th position for him. He's chasing after Storm Willis. So the 2 Alpines really in a tandem here. You've got Salzmeister leading Storm Willis. You've got Brad leading his teammate. You've got DNE Nico. He is leading Saki. And then Arden all the way down into 9th.
Alrighty, so I see Saki Biena very close to Storm Willis. Oh, Nico's out.
Oh wow, I did not see that.
Nico is out.
Let's see if we can see the car.
His car's gone. It's just as you get to Sector 3.
And that is the McLaren, if I'm not mistaken.
And a McLaren, yeah.
Yeah, and a McLaren. So that McLaren looks like Chaplin.
Indeed.
Yeah, he's not going to get control of his car again. I think that car is wrecked. Alright, they will disqualify him from the session anyway.
I see Nick has a very, very good lead, nearly 7 seconds.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there will be. It's really weird that the safety car's not come out yet, because you've literally got. And just make a note there for us, Nicholas, that we need to just have a look at Chaplin's internet connection.
Yeah.
Because something is definitely not right, yeah.
I already spoke to the team principal, so we have to
Alright, so he had a major collision. He was stuck against the wall. He's back on track, no damage. All is good in the love of war. Alright, but he's gonna get lapped by Nick Gishen already. We're only on lap 13. So blue flag's being waved. So let's see if he gets out of the way. Yeah, he gets...
Oh!
What my word. Alright, so he does get out of the way of Nick Gishen. Tight call there. 7-second lead there for Nick from Brad. Salzmeister currently in third. And Nike keeping it clean, currently in 6th position. Tunable all the way from the back of the grid to 5th. He's chasing after Saki.
I see people racking up the penalties now.
Yeah, Nick's also got his first penalty, so let's just look at penalties so far.
Yeah, Nick Gishen with a 3-second, Arne with a 3-second as well, Shakes as well, Storm with a 3, Chaplin with an only 5-second penalty. So he can serve that in his pit stop.
Yeah, but he is effectively a lap down. But he is currently in 11th. So that will be 2 World Championship points for the McLaren driver. Obviously losing the other McLaren driver early. So, yeah, painful.
Alright, see Brad is in the pits. Let's see what he does. He's going to take another set of mediums.
Alright, so Brad goes medium. Expect the last stint to be soft. So he's doing a 2-stopper. So he's going to try to get the undercut from Nick. So let's have a look at the time. So Brad currently 27 seconds behind Nick. He was 7 seconds behind him anyway. We'll see when they come out where he is. Right, Tunable also in the pits. He just come out of the pits now. Brand new set of mediums for him.
See Nike on hards.
Yeah, she's gonna go for the 1-stopper, which just might work wonders for her, especially their safety cars. Storm currently, he is on a brand new set of mediums as well. So everyone is pitted except for Saki and Nick. So Nick, as I said, that jumps into the pit, the Red Bull driver, leading the race. He pits, he reacts to Brad, I think. So that's just reaction from the Red Bull team. Obviously calling the box in there. Brand new set of mediums. He was 7 seconds ahead before the pit stops. Let's see when he comes out.
See, Salzmeister still on softs, 14 laps.
Yeah, that's impressive. So Nick comes out. Let's just have a look. Yeah, so 8 seconds, so not much gain there. The undercut not working as much wonders, although it went down to 6.6 seconds. So probably got a second with the undercut, Brad. All the way from 7.5 to 6.5. So good reaction there by the Red Bull team, just covering off Brad. Nick is again behind, so blue flags there. Yeah, Salzmeister, not Salzmeister, Chaplin, making nice way there. Well done, mate. Salzmeister in the lead, 14 lap old softs. If he pits now, we know it's about 20 seconds of pit time lost. Yep. So if he pits now, he'll come out just before tunable. On fresher tyres. And he will just be on
looks like he's going to stay out.
He's going to stay out. So he might just go soft hards. That will be interesting. Alright, so Nick Gishen now behind him. Nick looks very comfortable at the moment. Yes, he's got the 3-second penalty, but on a track like this, first race of the season, obviously everyone nervous around you. He looks like he's got some good rhythm.
Yes, he does. But I mean, it's still early stages. You've got 20 laps left. Anything can happen. But yeah, it's try and keep the penalties down, and yeah, not try and do something you shouldn't do.
Absolutely, but I think as a driver, you know, 7 seconds is nice. He wants to get past Salzmeister as quick as possible, but obviously don't want to risk doing anything stupid here because Salzmeister might be into the pits this lap.
Yeah.
So let's stay on board with Nick and see how they deal with it. We had a chat to the guys the first time around about pit entry, pit exit. So the Alpine stays out, so Nick will get, yeah, he's just got superior traction, he's going to get DRS, goes on the inside.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, Salzmeister sticking to the left, saw him coming, not going to fight that too hard.
Out again, but he survives.
Alright, so that's probably just going to be a learning curve for him, his first race with us. If I'm not mistaken, the first race in F1, so he's doing really not bad, having the first time that he's been online with F1. So get the laps under the belt. I think we all know as drivers, even myself and you, Nicholas, the only way to learn is just to put up laps. And if you got a race, even if you're lost, just get the laps up.
Yeah, no, look, I definitely agree with you. It's, yeah, like you say, even if you're lost, you shouldn't quit. I mean, track time is probably one of the most important things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Storm is now behind Nike. He's got DRS. Nike is on the hards. Storm is on the medium. So you expect Storm to come in again, but you don't expect Nike to come in again. And she's really holding up Storm very nicely at the moment here. So hats off to Nike. She's doing a great job. Further up the field, Saki. Oh, this is going to get heated. Saki getting very close to Tunable.
So yeah, let's see.
Right, so just keep it together.
Shakes with another 3-second penalty.
Yeah, fastest lap there by Nick Gish on a 105, so we're in the 105s already. Oh, Saki running a little bit wide, they're losing a bit. Might be dirty from the car in front, but he gets the RS again just to keep him interested. We're just going to follow these two guys because they are the closest battle on track at the moment, except for Storm getting very close to Nike. So let's have a look at this. Nike running slightly wide. Yeah, this is probably going to be Storm's chance. Has a look on the inside. Nike's not going to make this easy, is she? No, she's not. Tell you what, brilliant driving. Storm also backing out of that, knowing that he didn't have maybe the amount of speed carrying in there. Yeah. So another DRS. Is he going to have a lunge on the inside? No, he's not. He's just going to keep it nice and clean. I'm very impressed with Storm Willis this evening. Haven't done any big mistakes, haven't done anything funny, waiting for the right opportunities to overtake, so it's a good driving by Storm. Saki still behind Tunable, so hopefully Saki can get a better drive out of the last corner, because he's got Salzmeister a little bit further up that he needs to try to catch if he wants to make anything of his race.
I see that Saki Bien had a great exit there on the last corner, so he's catching Tunable, just backs out here. He knows that there's the next DRS that he can try and take him.
Alright, so this is probably the one that he wants to get close to, although I think Tunable, yeah, he's using all the overtake that's available to him. And that's really the problem with this track. The straights are just not long enough, and following through high-speed corners might not be that easy. So Saki for the moment stays in 7th. The gap now to the leader, Nick Gishen between Brad, is 8.5 seconds. Although Nick has got a 3-second penalty, so while we're talking about penalties, let's just get that up. 3 seconds for everyone. Shakes a 6-second. Arnu, we haven't spoken too much about Arnu, but Arnu up into 3rd.
Yeah, no, he's doing very well, and he's only got a 3-second penalty as well. So, yeah, it's looking good for Red Bull. They must just keep it this way.
Yeah, so Shakes is not far behind him. Shakes currently 1.5 seconds behind. I don't know, they are on the same tyre strategy.
Oh, Saki takes the inside. Oh!
Oh, contact. This is going to cost Saki so much time, and you know what? Legend Saki not resetting his car to track. I tell you what, this is just what makes good drivers. Yeah, hopefully that's not an incident to be looked at from the stewards, but if it is, then so be it. but Saki now losing from Tunable. He's lost basically one position. I'm pretty sure he will catch Carl very quickly. Saki has got pace, so 7th is still up in the cards for Saki with 15 laps to go. But yeah, just going back to Arnu, started all the way at the back, a wrong decision. So as team principal from Red Bull, I can't ask for more for my two drivers. A podium for them at the moment. Still a long way to go, but in essence, it looks good at the moment. Arno in third, Nick in first. We've got the two Alpha Tauris in second and fourth. And early days, Nicholas, but from what we see tonight, this could be a big battle between the Red Bulls and the Alpha Tauris.
Yeah, I'm busy looking at that. So yeah, this might be really interesting. But like we say, we've lost a couple of people.
Some really good drivers. Yeah, we've lost Warlock.
Yeah.
We've lost Ron. We've lost Kierbuerta. Those guys are normally high up on the points. So
exactly. Yeah. So but it's nice to see all the other guys doing so well, and it's just you need points. That's all, and each point will help you.
Like Max said last week, he finished up in 10th, and he said, 1 point, or Christian Horner said 1 point can make the difference. 1 point can be the difference between being a world champion and becoming second, or your team. So Arnu currently 6 seconds behind Brad, chasing down Brad. Brad's got no penalties to his name, so Arnu's got a hill to climb if he wants to get into second. And Shake's just keeping in touch with him. Shake's not doing anything funny, just sticking nicely with Arnu. Difference in energy management, you can see Arnu's using a lot less than what Shakes is using at the moment, so Arnu very comfortable in the Red Bull at the moment. Further down the field, you've got Soulsmaster. He is currently in 5th, so a good showing by the Alpine. So 5th and 10th for them. Storm has gone into the pits. We don't expect Storm to come in again to the pits. I think Storm is done with his pit stops.
Yeah.
So Storm, yeah, we will see him climb up the ladder as we go along. We've got Chaplin in 11th, so that's still points for Chaplin. Nike, she's currently in 9th on the hearts. She's 13 seconds behind Saki, and Saki's catched Carl quite quickly, caught him very quickly. It was about 5.5 seconds, it's now 2.5, so good pace here by Saki. He can literally get back his 7th that he was occupied with before we had the incident with Tunable. And Nike's retired. Now I want to see where that happened, my word. And I cannot see
anything on track.
Me neither.
I see Chaplin has left the session as well. Yeah. See Chaplin now with another 5-second penalty, ignoring a yellow flag.
Well, it shows to me that she's still on track. I can't obviously go on board with her.
I can. She's she's going into third corner now.
Okay, she's grayed out by me. Is she still racing? Is she still part of your...
Yes. Yeah, she's still racing. She's in 9th position.
Okay, so Codemaster will probably correct itself in a while with me.
I see Shake's got another 30-second penalties now at 9 seconds. And that's going to help Soulsmaster. Soulsmaster's only 9.7 behind. But talking about consistency, I've been looking at Nick Kishin and Brad, and about 5 laps ago, Nick was only 7.5 seconds in front. He's now 11.2 seconds ahead of Brad. And that just shows you, if you're consistent and you don't make mistakes, it does count in your favor.
It does, absolutely.
Arno's still looking good. Shakes. I see Shakes is not giving up on this battle. He's trying to hunt down this Arno. It looks like all the gaps, there's quite big gaps between the drivers. Yeah, still looking good. So Red Bull 1 and 3, AlphaTauri 2 and 4, we've got Alpine in 5th, Ferrari in 6th, Aston Martin in 7th, and then we've got another Alpine, sorry, in 8th, Nike in 9th, Storm Williams in 10th, and Chaplin still shows that he's racing.
Yeah, so Nike is back on my screen now. She's all good. She's at 9th. So
Okay.
Codemaster corrected himself. Chaplin is still racing. He's currently in 11th. He's going to get blue flags very soon. By the Ferrari, I think, of Tunable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he makes space. Yeah, so Tunable goes through. Right, so no big battles to talk of. We've got 10 laps left. Yeah, at the moment, everyone keeping those gaps. Shake's still sticking with Arne, 1.7, 1.8 seconds behind Arne. So Shake's doing a really good job staying with the main team, the Red Bull team. So good there by him. Saki is in 7th. I just want to do this. So Saki, yeah, that gap between him and Carl is now stabilized in 2.5 seconds, 2.5 seconds. Yeah. Tunable still in 6th. So we don't expect Nike to probably come in again. She can probably stay out. It's going to be interesting to see. But we do expect all the front runners to pit again for soft. So it's going to be, we expect maybe Shakes to pop in first. And as I say that, Arne's popped in, so Arne's going to go for the undercut.
Carl loses it.
Alright, so Arne's put on a brand new set of softs. Yeah, yellow flags because of Carl. Oh, those tires are so hot. He's just trying to get out of the way of everyone, so Saki goes through. And probably expect Carl to pop into the pit. 17 lap old mediums. Yeah, yep. I think that's probably past the age of the mediums. He's going to pit for new soft. So have a look at Arne. Yeah, so also tunable into the pits for soft. So Arne pulling the trigger first. So we'll see what Shakes is going to do. And Brad. Brad's still out. Shake's still out. They haven't pitted yet. Let's just have a look at Brad. Yeah, he's going to react to Arne. He's going to jump into the pits for softs. So yep, the undercut is not going to be that powerful on one lap. It's not going to be 5 seconds for you.
I see Nick is also on softs now. He's leaving the pits.
Nick also putting the trigger. Shake staying out, so he didn't pit. So he's going to hang it out dry for a little bit. So Brad comes out. So just want to see where Arne is. Arne is going around the last corner. Brad leaving the pit lane. So let's see if Arne did make up time on the undercut. Yeah, probably about a second that Arne has sort of like gained there. Yeah, so gap now just over 4 seconds. It was just over 6. Made a bit of time up there. But a good reaction there by Brad, actually pitting. So well played to Brad there. So we're still waiting for Shakes to pit. So I expect him to come into now. We saw how much Carl battled on a second. Does I say that? There we go. That's, oh wow, kept it so well together. We're glad we caught that on the stream. A 360 by Shakes and kept it nicely together. Yeah, we saw that with Carl. This is not 2020. You can't push these tires like you used to in 2020. It's just going to give up on you. And that's the fun part of this game. It just takes out that ridiculousness of people doing 20, 30 laps on a set of mediums. Love this. Right, Shakes into the pits. He's going to go for a pair of softs. Salzmeister goes past. Brad goes past. You expect Arno has also gone past. Let's have a look at Tunable. No, he's not going to go past, unfortunately. He's only coming through the last bend, or the second last corner now.
I see Arno back in third now.
Yeah. So, Arno, yeah, yeah, he's just past Salzmeister. Salzmeister, 7 laps. He's going to, yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able, even if he pushes it through to the end, Shakes will catch him so quickly, so is Tunable. And the gap between them is 12 seconds now. We'll see how quickly he catches them. Carl on a brand new set of hards. That was weird with only 7 laps to go. So Carl on the hards, Nike on the hard. She's currently in 8th. Saki is pitted, so he's 11 seconds behind Nike. So we'll have a look at that time also coming down. So Saki was in 7th, and he's relying on pure pace now. He's going to lap the Mercedes. And just behind Saki, he's got Storm Willis, so both of them on the softs. And they're going to chase after Nike and Carl Holtzinger.
Everything's still looking good.
Right, Razor, if you just maybe want to pop up onto the Discord channel there on Division 2. Just maybe put it on slow mode for us, the chat.
Okay.
And then just also post on there that myself and you are the stewards, and they can post their complaints. Into Division 2 race control. Right, so 5 laps left. Nick Gisham still in front by almost 12 seconds. I just want to have a look at penalties again. So Nick's still sitting on 3 seconds, Arno on 6, Salzmaster on 3, Shakes on 9, Tunable on 6, Carl having nothing, Saki not anything, so is Nike. So that might play a role later on in terms of the penalties. As you can see, Arno might get into trouble with Salzmaster. He might just lose third because of his penalties. Shakes is 9 seconds, so he's probably not going to have an influence. Tunable 6 seconds, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch what happens between Arno and Salzmaster. Currently the gap between Salzmaster and Arno is 7 seconds, and taking penalties away. Yeah, so Salzmaster, he can chase after this. He can definitely have a go at this. Right, Nicholas, I'll be back in 2-6.
Perfect. Alrighty. Cool, let's have a look here. So Nick obviously still leading now with a 13-second gap between himself and Brad. Arno now in third, but he's got, let's look at penalties, he's got 6 seconds penalty. It's still fine, he will finish in front of Salzmaster if Salzmaster doesn't catch him. Then we have Shakes, which is 4.2, basically seconds behind Salzmaster. Tunable in 6th, Carl Halsinger in 7th. Saki Biena now back in 8th position. I see Brad, there's Brad with his first 23-second penalty. So the only people without penalties is Saki Biena and Nike. Nike is now in 9th position. Then you have Storm Willis in 10th. Great race from him, keeps it clean. And then Chaplin in 11th. So all the drivers up until 11th is going to get points. So that's great that all the races are going to finish. Each point, as we say, in the bag counts. Alrighty, so let's see which is the closest battle here at the moment. So Arno, which is now 1.5 seconds away from Brad. Arno pushing the car really, really hard now. One must just be careful. It's near the end of the race, you don't want to throw your race away. Opening DRS and ERS now. Let's go and have a look. Well, they're actually the closest battle, so let's stick with them. Going into the third corner.
Right,
Brad
thanks for that post to Razor. Alrighty, so 2 laps to go, Nicholas.
Yes, so as I said, Arne nearly losing it on the last corner on lap 33, trying to push too hard, and it's not necessary, especially if you're in third in the podium with good points.
Yeah, I think what worries Arne is the moment that he's got 6-second penalties and Salzmeister has only got 3, so you know, you can take 3 seconds off between the two, so it looks like there's a 10-second gap between Arne and Salzmeister.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's now all about keeping it calm.
Righty. 2 more laps to go.
Yeah, so Chapman still 11th, Storm Willis in 10th, Nike in 9th. Brilliant drive by her. She is still on the hot, so she's probably going to go to the end on that. Saki is in 8th. Not sure how far he's behind. Ooh,
Arne
Brad.
takes the inside.
What happened there? Was he that close to Brad?
Yeah, he was. He catched him. He had a good exit on corner 1.
My word, penalties will play a role. You're not sure how much penalty time Brad has got versus Arne.
So he's got 3 seconds and Arne's got 6 seconds.
Right, so Arne needs to build up a 3-second lead here. In a lap in a half, basically.
Shakes with another 3-second penalty.
Alright, so that takes Shakes out of the equation for a podium. Is this Red Bull smoking?
That's what I'm looking at. Arne gets another penalty, so that's definitely going to put Brad into second position.
So that's not going to help. So Brad will take then second based on penalties. I thought for a moment the Red Bull was smoking there. My word. I was almost
funny enough, it looked like it on my screen as well.
Yeah, so thank goodness it's not an engine replacement. Yeah, Arne just not getting it right at the moment. He just Brad's going to come through. There's no reason to fight Brad. Brad's got him anyway on penalties, so let it just come through.
Alrighty, so I'm going to stick to Nick as he's going to go into the second last corner on the last lap. Alrighty, there we go. Well done, Nick. Great race from you. Well deserved. Brad in second. See when he goes over the line. Storm with a 3-second penalty. There we go. Brad going over puts him in second position. Arne going over just behind him in third. Salzmeister.
Yeah,
he's going to be
for the Alpine. Yeah, 17 lap old mediums. I thought he might stick it out, and which he did. Brilliant drive by Salzmeister. He pops it into fourth. We're waiting for Shakes and Tunable. Shakes coming through. Yeah, happy with fifth there. You can see he's quite happy. Second and fifth for the Alpha Tauris. Tunable is going to pop into sixth position.
Can I add the drivers for you? So
yeah, you can. Get Nick, get Brad, and get Arne in for us, Nicholas.
Perfect. Alrighty, let's see. So let's get Arne, Brad, and Nick. Alrighty, as we wait for the drivers.
Right, I tell you what, so a very good opening race for the season. Driver of the day, Arne goes all the way from the back of the grid up into third, and I must agree with that. There will be some stewards referrals, I'm pretty sure of that, but that will be dealt with, and then obviously the standings will be given out later on the scored. But in essence, we Team Red Bull can ask for more. Double podium there for the Red Bull team, first race of the season. Alpha Tauri, a good day for Honda. Honda manufactured for all three of them on the podium there, and just confirmation for you. If we look at the final results from Codemaster, there we go. Nick Isham finishing up in first position from pole to the win, and didn't unfortunately get the fastest lap. Shakes took that away from him with a 1:05.0. Brad in second, Arne in third, Salzmeister, Shakes and Tunable fourth, fifth, and sixth. Good drive by Carl Halsinger in seventh. Saki in 8th, couldn't get that 7th back, was fighting for 6th at the moment, or at a stage. Nike, I tell you what, good performance by her in 9th, first race for her in a league, so well done to her. Storm Willis in 10th, and Chaplin in 11th. Right, Nicholas, if you want to kick off with 3rd place, Arnu.
Yes, Arnu. Well done, buddy. First race of the season. It's still new to F1 2021. But yeah, starting from last, or not last, from 13, sorry. Making up all the way to 3rd position. What a great race there from you.
Yeah, no, it was lekker. There was a few moments where I was having some battles and it was close. I think I had Ron bouncing off me as well, so I just want to clear that before I celebrate, probably.
Yeah, no, look, yeah, the stewards would obviously have a look at that if there's any protest against that. But listen, yeah, overall, great race from you, Red Bull 1 and 3, great positions there. But yeah, so we're off to, I think it's Brazil, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we will then see you in Brazil.
Shot. Thanks, Alex.
Cool, thanks for the race, buddy.
Right, Brad, so 2nd position for you, mate. You were in it. Just maybe not the race pace that you were looking for?
Yeah, I think I didn't have a good setup for this track. I just borrowed the setup and took it. So I couldn't match Nickerson at all. He was too fast for me. But I'm happy with the 2nd.
Hey, so what does this tell you, Brad? Get your own setups, mate. And you'll be super quick then, because if this is what you do with a normal setup from someone else, then imagine what you can do with your own setup, buddy. Stop being a thief and stealing setups. Come on, Brad.
Okay,
listen, no, mate, I tell you what, you kept Nick honest, I think, through the whole race. And we're going to have a chat with Nick now, but I think you kept him honest. Qualifying, I could see it wasn't good for you because I know you got pace. Qualified 4th on the grid. Would you have done maybe a 1-stopper? Do you think it would have worked? Do you think 2-stopper was the way to go today?
No. My tire wear was too high. I had to do 2-stopper because I was on 50% for both medium tires, so I had to make a pit stop.
We saw the guys on 17-lap old mediums both losing it. Carl Helsinger losing it quite profusely, and then the next one to lose it was. Ooh, I can't remember.
No, it was definitely a 2-stop race.
Well, look, mate, from my side, well done. AlphaTauri looking good. Eh? I mean, you have 2nd and 5th. A good start to the season.
Yeah.
This is all about the teams really this season that we're trying to do. So a good start to the AlphaTauri team. I think you're gonna have a happy team principal tonight.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in Sherix actually. I thought he was gonna take the win, but next time.
Yeah, absolutely. Brazil is up next week, so now it's week after week racing. So yeah, good luck, mate, and we'll catch you next week.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Brad. Have a great evening. Well, Nick Gitchen, as a team principal for Red Bull, I couldn't ask for more. We had a discussion yesterday about getting into the top 5. Both of our drivers, and all of a sudden, all 2 of my drivers are on the podium. I'm one happy team principal.
I can imagine. No, we definitely had the team principal in mind, but it's great to have both the Red Bulls on the podium. Just a shout out to Shakes. We went in really hot up the hill into turn 1, and we went wheel to wheel, went in really tight. We tried to give each other space, bumped wheels, and he came off 2nd best. So apologies for that to Shakes. I've already cleared it up with him on Discord. But other than that, it was a nice race. Had some good pace and built a bit of a gap. So yeah, nice way to start the season, guys.
So practice does help, Nick.
It does help when you've got a team principal like this, Ike, you know. It's a good start. So glad to see both the Red Bulls, and great fight back from Anu, and well done to Brad as well. He's got some serious pace. So
I tell you what, driver of the day, Anu, for getting his fight back all the way from basically the back of the grid to 3rd.
Well done, Anu. Tough stuff.
Yeah, I think Anu did extremely well, and I mean Brad had some good pace, but. Early days, I know we lost a couple of good drivers in the beginning of the race. We lost basically the 2 Ferraris at a big collision. We lost Ron Skitter in the beginning. But at this stage, it looks like a Red Bull AlphaTauri fight for the season so far. So well done, guys, and thanks for good racing this evening.
What a fun time. Thanks very
Thank you,
much for
guys.
hosting. Great commentary as always. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Happy days,
Cheers,
happy
guys.
days.
Cool,
Cheers,
thanks,
guys.
Thank you guys. Cheers.
Alright, you can catch me and Nicholas again. We will be next week on again for Brazil for Division 2. But well done to Nikish and Brad, 88F1 and Arnav hosts again for the podiums. Nicholas, thanks for joining me. You can catch Nicholas and myself tomorrow night in the Premier Division as we represent Team Red Bull. Before we go offline, these guys have made it very difficult for me and you for tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, look, you don't have to put the bar that high, just so that I can tell these jokes.
You know what, I was hoping for the 2 DNFs so I could just give them 3 tomorrow night, but that obviously didn't happen, so we're in trouble. But anyway...
Yeah, no, look, they definitely put the bar that high, but really good racing from not just the top 3, but all of the drivers that finished.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, you can catch myself and Nicholas tomorrow night in Austria. I think Gerard Winter will be your commentator tomorrow night. And then you can catch me and Nicholas again next week in Brazil, same time, same place. Nicholas, thanks for joining me, for helping out. Always a pleasure, mate.
Cool. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great evening and catch you guys next week.
Ciao, ciao.